All right, guys, my name's Addison, and this video is about the MWR events on the digital Garrison app. I only did MWR events because as of right now, July 2021, the only events that are on the digital Garrison app are the ones from MWR. I know that AFI's events were kind of right around the corner, so they should be coming soon. And then the MCOM events will be probably like next year because MCOM is waiting for the new Concrete 5 update. I think it's like version 9 and stuff like that. So just honestly waiting for that iCal to be underneath the Concrete 5 calendar. So, all right. So the first thing you need to know about the events is how to view them in the browser. So what you can do is go to this link, okay? And all you're going to do is if you're at Yuma, you would just change Campbell to Yuma. But it's campbell.army.com/API/v2 version 2 activities/Campbell. So let me show you. Now, here's the link, right? And I am viewing this in Firefox. And the reason I'm doing that is because Firefox is a superior browser, but mostly because if you view this in like Chrome or something, it's just going to be a bunch of text. Firefox will like allow you to view JSON in a much easier way. So like you can expand all and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to show you this for a couple of reasons. The first is let's talk about what events get to the app. All right. So in order for your MWR event to show on the app, it needs a few things. Okay. It needs an event name, start date, start time, an image, body, and then contact information. Okay, and the contact information can be like a phone number, DSN, a location, anything, but it needs something in that contact information. Now, here's the thing, right? So the digital Garrison app is pulling from this JSON feed, okay, this API feed. And this API feed will show everything that's in your system, right? Everything that's in your website for Campbell, all of these things, right? Now, I've had a couple people ask me, wait, I can't find my event, or there's events in there that I don't want. So let's talk about events that are in the app that you don't want first. So usually what happens is someone will have an event in their calendar and they've clicked hide from public calendar. There's a little checked box on the MWR side. When you click that, you're hiding it from your website public calendar. And that means that it's still in the system, right? It's still in your website. So that means it's still in your JSON feed. So if you have an event that you don't want to display on your calendar and you don't want to display in the digital Garrison app, what you have to do is either delete it, or you have to put it in draft mode, which is basically like if you go to the event and then you click edit, but you don't publish, you save it as a draft, that'll take it out of the feed. Okay? So just remember that hide from public calendar just means hide from your website public calendar. That's really what it should say. Okay. So more often than not, let's talk about my event is not displaying in the digital Garrison app and I want it to. So number one, first thing, you're going to go through this checklist. Does it have a name, start time, start date, image, body, and contact information? Like I said, phone number and things like that. Then, if you wanted to, you come to your little API URL and it'll be up. You know it. And then start with that. Now, if everything is good so far, this is when you stop and you refresh your app, which I mean kill the app and start it over. Because what the app does is, let's say I keep on opening up Fort Campbell on the app. Well, the app will remember as much information as it can. That way it loads quicker. Okay, so if I keep on looking at Fort Campbell, that means I'm looking at the Campbell events that the app remembered the first time I used it. Okay, so it says, okay, snapshot, here we go. So what you need to do is shut down the app, kill the app, and all that kind of stuff, and reload it, okay? And sometimes it'll take 5 minutes to get there, not usually, but just remember that. You know, you can sometimes go like to another installation and come back, but that usually doesn't work for me. I would just kill the app, wait a minute, open it back up, make it think that you've just opened the app and you're just now viewing the app events, and then it'll pull the new ones. Okay, let's see, what's the next one? Okay, now I wanted to show you some examples of this, how it's, you know, being used. So, for example, I just opened up the app, like just now, before I recorded this video, and the first event that I see for Fort Campbell is like PFC open, you know, Physical Fitness Center open 24/7. So, but when I look in this API feed and on their calendar, I see like a couple others, right? Well, this one's not displaying because it doesn't have, let's see, contact information. Doesn't have any contact information, doesn't have a phone number, a location, things like that. Let's see, home-based business has an image, but also no contact information, okay? So it's gonna scroll down to my next one. What I got here, okay, PFC open 24/7. It's got a Latin long, an address, see all this stuff underneath contact information? You know, address, state, commercial phone, DSN, email, all that kind of stuff. It needs that to display it in the app. So that's why you're seeing the PFC open first. Now, let's talk about the categories. Okay, so do you see how, you know, I've got all events, and then I've got arts and crafts, child and youth, and that kind of stuff. Those are being pulled from your programs. Now, don't forget that, because it's the same way that the locations pull the categories. So let's say I click on, you know, this event, right? Well, the event itself doesn't have a category, but it's associated with the program Physical Fitness Centers, which has a category of fitness and rec. Is that what you guys call it? I think. Hold on, let me scroll down. I'm gonna go all the way down. Recreation. It's got a category of recreation. Okay, so that's how the app pulls your categories for your events. And if you don't associate an event with a program, then it won't have a category. Okay, because the programs are the ones that have categories, nothing else. Not your locations, your directory, nothing else. So whenever you associate it, like click OK, associated with the program, it's going to pull the categories that are associated with that program. Okay, let me see if I told you about that one, adding a phone number. Yep, there's two different ways for, well, actually there's like a lot of ways for someone to get to the events. But so you're going to be here on the flyout menu, and then you can also click on view all events. That's an old screenshot. Let's go back to my PowerPoint. Oh no, I don't have it. Okay. Well, now on the dashboard, you'll see events and announcements, and you can click to view all events. And then yeah, here's just more information about the event detail screen. Let's see. The link to the calendar is automatically generated for you when you create the event, so you don't have to do that. And then another thing to remember is that the event overview is rich text. So that means you can format it. You can, you know, if you wanted to also put an image in there, you could. You can put a link in there, all kinds of stuff. So it's all the same. And, oh, I hope you guys can't hear my cat yelling for me to let her in. Yeah, and I think that's it. So yeah, let me just recap. Remember that if your old events are showing up in the app, you have to either delete them or draft mode, put them in draft mode. If they're not showing up, then you start with this checklist. Does it have all of these things? Is it, you know, you can look and see and make sure your API is on. If you can get to a browser, you can get to it, but that's usually not it. And then if that still doesn't, you know, if the API is on, you know, you've got everything in this for the event, make sure that the app thinks that you're just now opening the app, just now viewing events. So kill the app and try to, you know, refresh it and things like that. But honestly, out of all the calls I ever got from MWR about an event not showing in the app, it was because of contact information. It was because there wasn't a phone number, email, you know, location associated with it. So just go in there, add that, give it a little bit of time, refresh the app, and that should work. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say about MWR events. Yep, so hold on, let me see. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say. Sorry, really quick. So the events don't show your happenings / promos anymore, or promos / happenings. It only shows your events. So if it's in the calendar, it'll be an event, but it won't show your, and I know it used to show your, you know, happenings and promos and things like that, but it doesn't show those anymore. Okay, so if you make a happening and you want it to show in the app, you got to make it an event, because it's not going to, like I said, it's not going to display. It's only going to display an event that's made in the calendar as an event. So that was the last thing I wanted to say. All right.